Okay, let's talk movies. Still on the same theme, though. It's Halloween. A number of horror movies hit the box office this weekend. Movie writer Mike Scott with NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune, joining us now with his top picks. And good morning.
Good morning to you.
Would you do the catacombs and do that?
Sure.
You would?
Sure. Well, you know, it's a Saints Victory Friday, so I'm up for anything.
You're
I'm
up
just
for
happy.
anything.
I'm feeling
You're
good.
just on a natural high.
Exactly.
Let's talk movies. Bridge of Spies.
Yeah, this is a cool one. This is my favorite new movie of the week. And listen to this pedigree. It's got directed by Steven Spielberg, stars Tom Hanks. It's based on a script written by the Coen brothers.
Wow.
So it's got a nice pedigree here, and it's a Cold War thriller. As I say in my review in NOLA.com and the Times-Picayune, though, it's more Cold War nuts and bolts than it is cloak and dagger. It's got the word spies in the title there, but don't expect James Bond. This is based on a real story. It's sort of a backdoor history to the Gary Powers U-2 spy plane incident in 1960. Of course, his spy plane was shot down over Russia. And the story's not necessarily about him so much as it is about the lawyer, the Brooklyn lawyer, played by Hanks, who's recruited by the feds to go in and negotiate the release of Gary Powers. And I'll tell you what, this does a really good job of sort of capturing that Cold War paranoia that permeated the country, but not only from the story-wise, but also visually from the storytelling, the visual storytelling. But then Tom Hanks' presence, he really warms things up. He's so charming. The movie ends up.
Do you recommend this?
I really do, especially if you're a history buff. Like I said, it doesn't rocket along like a James Bond spy thriller, but for a history buff, it's pretty irresistible stuff. It's very well built.
Okay, put that on the list. A classic Halloween favorite, Goosebumps. Tell us about that.
Right, yeah, this is based on the Young Reader series by R.L. Stine, who, if you didn't grow up in the 1990s, he's sort of the Stephen King of Kid Lit. And so this one stars Jack Black as a fictional version of R.L. Stine. All of his monsters get loosed on a small Delaware town, and he's got to team up with a group of kids to go save the day. And I'll tell you what, there's a nostalgia factor here. I think if you grew up reading these books, you might enjoy it. Younger kids also might like the sort of the slapstick nature. I kind of found it a little insufferable. It started out early. It started out with kind of a fun Jumanji vibe. But I'll tell you what, Jack Black chews the scenery like nobody's business. And then they're just running around for the next hour. I didn't have much use for it, although it is expected to win the box office this week,
like
so
Twilight. You have some of the things like the kids like it, it's going to do well.
Exactly, right.
Okay, just a few seconds left. Crimson Peak.
Crimson Peak is a haunted house thriller from Guillermo del Toro. This one's getting praise for also its atmosphere and its lush visuals, not so much for its story, however.
Okay, I think it'd be interesting, though. I like what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah, it's good stuff. It looks good.
The New Orleans Film Festival this weekend.
Right, yeah, it actually kicked off Wednesday night with a big opening night red carpet and second line at the Orpheum Theater, the newly restored Orpheum Theater, which turns out to be a magnificent place to see a movie. They haven't shown movies there in a while. But there's going to be some 200 screenings, panels, workshops at venues all over town. And on Sunday, there's a whole day of screenings at the Orpheum. I recommend anybody go check it out just to say that they've done it. We've got Our Brand is Crisis starring Sandra Bullock, which was shot here. I Saw the Light starring Tom Hiddleston as Hank Williams. That was shot up in Shreveport. Full day of screenings there and everywhere else. All the details and the full schedules are up at NOLA.com.
Okay, thank you so much, Mike Scott. Always appreciate you getting us ready for the movies.